Hello and welcome to Box, where we unbox, review and demonstrate the latest tech. Today we have with us the Samsung QN800A Neo QLED TV in 65 inches. As one of the new releases from Samsung in 2021, this TV is set to blow all of the other competition right out of the park with its futuristic design and incredibly detailed picture quality. Though it's substantially higher on the price bracket, you get exactly what you're paying for, which is receiving the best in everything a TV could possibly offer. Cutting open the top, I was instantly greeted by a handful of accessories such as wires, remotes and instruction manuals just inside the opening. Now with most TVs from the Samsung 2021 range, you will find it comes with a One Connect box. Now this houses all of your ports and connections as opposed to the usual fixed connections that you get on the back. The main box just lifts over the top, revealing the TV and the stand in one swift movement. The stand often comes in multiple parts, taking a few minutes to assemble. This one is no different, as you've got a flat square base with a corner arm that slots into place and is secured easily with a handful of screws. Now the TV is quite large and delicate and you will need to screw the stand onto the back, so make sure you have a decent covered space where you can place the TV flat but raise slightly from the ground enough to fix the stand into the base. Again, it's secured on with screws, so it's simple enough to fix into place, and once this is done, you're ready to go. Before we turn it on, let's take a quick look at that exterior design. The display on the QN800A is built up of quantum mini LEDs. Now these are so minuscule that it gives you this beautifully ultra thin display. Samsung is proud of their latest invisible bezel edge, dubbed the Infinity Display. The picture reaches up to the corners, which is a pretty impressive feat. The edges are covered with a metallic frame covered in a dot design that doubles up as a ventilation system. The stylistic choices don't end here, as on the back you get this elegant looking strip of circular speakers that look as though they're just a part of the design. Of course, thanks to the One Connect box, this TV is perfect for either mounting on the stand provided or fixing flush to the wall with the VESA mount for that super minimalistic look with only a single wire coming out of the back. As you can see, the stand on this TV looks nice and clean and fits in with that minimalistic look. It also has plenty of room underneath to fit a soundbar and a console along the side. On the One Connect box, you get a LAN connection, optical audio output, RF satellite and cable inputs, composite AV, 2 USBs, 4 HDMIs and 1 extra USB on the end. You'll be pleased to hear that all of these HDMIs are 2.1, making them compatible with that 4K gaming at 120Hz. The beauty of this box is having the option to place it wherever you like. The connection cable is nice and long, so you can place consoles away from the TV, and the stand on the back doubles up as a dock for the box in case you want everything in one place. As long as you've got plenty of room behind the TV, having the One Connect box attached to the back of the stand is perfect, as it keeps everything together but also out of sight. So let's get into the important part, the display. We have the 65-inch model with us here today, and as you can see, it's an amazing size for a TV. The QN800A also comes in 75 and 85-inch sizes. If you can believe it, the 65-inch is the smallest size. For the price, you're getting a seriously kitted out piece of tech. Not only is the picture made up of thousands of tiny quantum mini LEDs that even outstrips the previous versions of Samsung's quantum matrix technology, you also get an accompanying 8K Neo Quantum AI processor for an insanely sharp image even up close. Samsung describes the picture multiple times as super sharp and ultra fine, suggesting this display is putting out an unreal quality. Because of the mini LEDs, brightness is evenly distributed across the display, from basic HD classic TV and movies to the latest 4K standard shows on Netflix. Everything looks consistent across the board, with rich colours, deep blacks and great contrast that even brings out the darker moments in those low-lit scenes. One of the things I don't find myself saying as much is that this TV has a 7680 by 4320 resolution, making up the amazing super sharp 8K picture that you can see behind me. Now, having an 8K picture may seem a little much considering only a handful of content actually supports such high quality. Samsung have not only included some of the latest cutting edge tech, they're future-proofing your TV for a new era of television by keeping it ready for the next step in video and gaming content. Plus, the smart AI processor does a brilliant job understanding what you're watching and upscaling it to the best quality it can be. This isn't just for older movies and TV shows. No matter what you watch, it's working hard in the background for a consistently brilliant picture that's comfortable to watch on such a big display. On top of all of this, the QN800A has further quality control using the Quantum HDR 2000 powered by HDR10+, alongside the Quantum Dot Color with 100% color volume. So that may sound like a lot of jargon, but all it means is that you get a picture that's closer to real life and a wider colour palette with that beautiful enhanced detail. So Samsung have included the ultra viewing angle, which somehow keeps the picture looking consistent even at a dramatic angle. During the day, we had a bit of sunlight coming through the windows, and even watching a relatively gloomy TV show, the anti-reflection screen did a good job of blocking out any annoying glare while absorbing the harsh light into the screen, muting it appropriately enough for comfortable viewing. As this is a top-of-the-range smart TV, you do get some of the best smart features, apps and menus that puts it in front of any other modern display out there. Samsung have gone down the line of easy access, trying to keep menus simple by utilising the pop-up window and equipping it with everything you use the most. By pressing the home button, you can change up streaming apps, switch inputs and manage active settings just with a few clicks, without even leaving the show you're currently watching. Further down, you get to see all the latest shows from the most in-demand streaming services laid out in a manageable tile system, using Samsung's Universal Guide. It was easy to see the latest most watched shows from all of the services available, as well as getting a glimpse of what content other services are putting out without having to download the app. So just to get a brief idea of the brightness output, I did a few tests just to see how it fared, and just as expected, it passed with flying colours, putting out a brilliantly bright white image from 100 to 4000 nits here. I also just did a quick black uniformity test to check for any inconsistencies, and right out of the box, this TV seems to maintain those deep blacks with no visible clouding or light leaks, all thanks to that mini LED precision. Samsung have really tried to make their TVs stand out, with the majority of their 2021 models coming with an abundance of free services. For a subscription-free service, the content on Samsung TV Plus can be a little bit random sometimes, but with thousands of channels and on-demand movies and shows, there's so much choice, and you know there's always something to watch and it doesn't cost you a thing. Samsung Health has got to be one of my favourites, giving access to a wide range of exercise tutorials from trained instructors with the concept of having a personal trainer working with you in your own home. It does work best with your Samsung devices to track your workouts and create a personalised exercise plan, allowing you to get into shape at your own pace. The only true unique feature that I've found here is having access to MultiView. Now this app is a game changer when it comes to consuming numerous types of content at the same time. So if you're watching a movie but want to check the latest score on the match, MultiView can let you display two inputs on the screen at the same time. It's good for screen mirroring your phone alongside video or even watching YouTube beside gameplay. I was impressed to see that the QN800A allows full 4K gameplay using this feature, as the previous QN models don't seem to do this. It really helps as I don't have to return to the settings menu to reduce the quality whenever I want to use MultiView. Even though it does only seem to work with certain apps, it's a small sacrifice for being able to use this incredibly useful feature in so many different ways. Okay, so we've taken a look at the overall picture quality, but what about the sound? Well, as you've seen previously, you get these 8 little round speakers on the back as opposed to your usual standard speaker setup. I found that with these additional external speakers, the sound bounced off the back wall and projected a wonderfully rich, balanced sound around the whole room, as opposed to the usual tinny singular sound that I hear with other TVs. Of course, something Samsung TVs are revered for is the amazing Object Tracking Sound Plus feature. The sound moves with the action on the screen, transforming a busy action sequence from regular surround sound to precise dynamic sound that feels much more realistic, like you're actually a part of the scene. I had most of the AI settings active while testing out this TV, and honestly I can say the sound came out brilliantly even when switching between different content. Of course, you don't have to take my word for it, just take a listen to this.
Peter, what's going on?
I know this isn't real. Do you though? Benji! Benji! I don't think you know what's real, Peter.
One of the things I've been waiting for most is to test out the gaming. I have the Xbox Series X here with me today, and as soon as I connected the HDMI, it instantly recognised the console and booted up the game mode. Of course, you get 4K at 120Hz with the 2.1 speed HDMI, which really looks great on this TV when playing games like Forza Horizon 4 and Gears of War 5. But on top of all of this, you also get the game mode feature with the game bar. These are super handy features that allow you to keep an eye on what game stats are active, alongside performance stats like FPS and input lag, all without leaving the game screen. There's even a hotkey to get straight to the game settings menu where you can further alter settings like dynamic black equalizer that help bring out detail in the shadows within the game to see your opponents better. So I found that gaming on this TV is just pure bliss. Even though the screen is quite large, thanks to the detailed resolution and AI enhancements, the picture quality remains sharp throughout, and I was even impressed at the quality up close. Even after playing the majority of the time with the game mode turned off and sitting closer to the screen than usual, it still played out smooth with no visible lag or tearing. And with the game mode on, there was still an improvement on the already smooth quality. Even though it was subtle in a way, it was great to have the peace of mind knowing that it was working hard in the background to keep things running at its peak. So overall, the QN800A does stand up as one of the most premium TVs on the market right now. Yes, it may be a little bit pricey, but if you're looking for the best, then you won't be disappointed here. Thanks to the high resolution and 8K potential, everything you watch is either natively high res or beautifully upscaled without even having to manipulate the settings at all. You get a level colour and contrast across the picture, and the delicately thin display really makes an impact on what you're watching, thanks to that edge-to-edge design. So what do you think about the Samsung QN800A Neo QLED TV from the 2021 range? So if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to Box, where we have plenty of hands-on reviews of the latest tech. And as always, thanks for watching.